I would definitely recommend you date in Colombia. I would definitely recommend you date in Medellin. So I'm going to talk a little bit about safety benefits using an international matchmaking service, because it's very different using our service. And I always talk about, and John talks about, and Anna and everybody talks about why there's a difference in using maybe dating apps or maybe organized dating sites in different countries, and what is the difference between an international matchmaking service and helping you, feeling you more safe, because some of you have reached out to us, and I'm going to address that for a moment, giving you some tips as well about what to do in Medellin. And in general, it's an amazing city, amazing people, and I really recommend you going to Medellin. It is amazing. And so I hope we get into the differences, but first of all, I would like to talk about the safety benefits. And as I said, I really would appreciate you guys giving some comments. How was your time in Medellin? If you were in Medellin, did you meet great people through us? Did you have a good experience? What were the women like you were meeting through our services? Maybe you have a couple of comments. So let me dive right into the thing, right? So I always, when I recommend going to Colombia, I always tell you guys, Medellin for dating is amazing, because the women are very beautiful and very great and very open, very nice, like very approachable. They want you to feel at home. Like Medellin, the people are just really cool people, really nice people. That's why it is also one of the most, I think it won the award a couple of years ago for the most innovative city in the world, because it's really upcoming, progressing. I was talking to Manuela today, and she was like, Maria, I'm so angry, I'm so pissed off, because I love my city. It's such an amazing place, and there are a couple of bad people where they're all over the world. And now it's like in the bad news, and people have to be careful. And I said, Manuela, don't worry. There's always, like, guys, if I would have listened to the website of the safety department of Germany, I would have never been traveled to that. I never would have been going to, I think that's the right grammar, to Latin America. And never to Ecuador, never to Colombia, never to Guatemala, never to Honduras, never to Mexico, never to Panama, never to Costa Rica, ever to any of those countries. And I've been to all of them, and for several times, for months, even I lived in lots of them. And every country, like the US, like other cities, especially because cities have problems, right? So depending what you do, where you are, how you move yourself, you can obviously be safe or not safe. I mean, there's a lot of common sense, right? And so, but obviously dating, you're more vulnerable maybe than just being in a normal travel environment, because you're opening yourself to meet people, to really be with locals. And believe me, the Colombian locals in the Medellin, the Paisas, are just great people. But you have to be a little bit careful, right? Not trust everybody, not go to places, not take go to a lot of party. Look to the people you talk to. If you have very attractive women coming to you, hitting on you in bars, in the street, you know that they are working girls. It's not illegal here, and you have to be careful. So, and now talking a little bit about what is the difference using our service and using other services, or using just a website, or just using a app, right? In my country, Germany, you can use apps, dating apps, for meeting. I mean, I have my best friend. She met her boyfriend. They have a child together. They're together for 5 years. They're very happy. They met through Tinder, right? So there are a lot of great places to meet through apps. And there are a lot of different apps and a lot of different websites, right? There are in Colombia, there are different self-organized websites where you pay less. But you save a couple of dollars, but you don't have any safety measurements, really, right? And so in countries like in Germany and other parts of the world, you can go to different apps, you can meet people. But anyway, you have to be like in times before, when you go in a bar and you meet people on the street, or you met them on the bar, you also let your parents know, your friends know, or anybody know where you're at, what you're doing, who you're meeting. You just didn't believe anybody just blindly, right? And that doesn't change. So there are countries where definitely it's easy and no problem and safe to do so. Colombia is not that country. You have to be a little bit careful because obviously being a foreigner, coming from a different country, having a certain status, obviously you're very attractive for a lot of people. Some are very religious, like they want to meet you, have a good time, make you feel at home and just welcome you. Some obviously might want to take advantage of you. Most don't. But if you give papaya, if you give like the opportunity, and if you put yourself in those places, it can go wrong, right? And so I would definitely recommend you date in Colombia. I would definitely recommend you date in Medellin. But be clear in what you're looking for and don't get distracted by the beauty, by all those amazing women who are very accessible, who don't mind any age difference, etc., where there are parties involved, where there are penthouses involved, where there are private parties involved, where you get invited to people where you don't know. You have to be careful, right? Those is common sense for me, and obviously that is something really to take care of, right? When you go to any country where you're going to meet people. So now you want to date, right? So what are you going to do, and why is it so much better using an international premium matchmaking service, that's what we're promoting here, than just any other thing, right? So first of all, profile verification. We do verify men and women. Everybody is registered with an ID in our website and in our database, right? The women come into the office, they talk person. We have offices, so that is another thing. Where do you find somebody who has offices? Where do you find somebody talk to face to? If you have a problem, I'm not saying everything will be perfect, right? You still do international dating. There can be challenges, but we help you. Where do you know what is the woman who is that person, right? So with us, what do the women do, and the men too, before you go on a date? The women register with an ID. So maybe you guys, I don't know if I just entered into the thing, maybe some of you haven't heard, some haven't heard, but the US government is not recommending really going to the US dating using dating apps. That is what is the subtitle here. And so what I want to say, women who register with us, they register with their ID. There are several instances in the register process. So she goes to the office or she reaches out to us and says, I want to participate. She has to fill in a form. She has to send her ID. We ask her for her social media. We usually have her Facebook. We usually have her Instagram, one of the two or even the two. We usually ask for a second or a third phone number from her friend, from her mom. So we have referral contacts from her. We have her address. We have her job. We have her WhatsApp, obviously, and we have a lot of things, and obviously her ID, right? So there's a lot of things we're already in the verification process. And then this will be submitted. Then we have another instance who really looks that the person who submitted the profile is really matching the age with the ID. Is the information clear? Are the photos clear? Is that the same person? Is there any, is she over 18, obviously, etc. Then we have another person above that who's verifying if that profile maybe comes out in any adult porn site and any adult working site on the internet. So if that's the case, the profile is going to be rejected and not being in our database. So there's a lot of things we're going to verify. That you have to sign an IMBRA form, for example. The women also get safety because they're always concerned as well. It's not just you guys. The women are also concerned to meet people from other countries. So they get your information. You have to fill out an IMBRA form that is your background information. So you have to provide that before she even goes on a date with you, before you even go and exchange phone numbers. So there's a lot of things we do to make sure that you will be fine. We help you organize the dates. We set up the restaurant reservations. We know at what time where you are. You have a date at 6. We know where you are at 6. You can take a translator with you who's going to be with you in the process, so you're not alone. Even if you don't take a translator, you're not alone, because me, Manuela, Claudia, ladies, everybody in this thing will make sure that you'll be fine. We organize the tours. We have the drivers. We do the airport pickup. We know the hotels. We recommend you that. We set up the trip for you, etc. So with us, you have a premium service. You have an extra everything. You have an agency helping you with everything you have to take care of. You're not alone, which is amazing in a country where you don't know anybody. We do that for all the clients, and we do that on the tour. You have the hotel included. It's a very, very how you say, like very personalized, very close process where we are with you.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
cali-women.com.